We're back. Just some technical difficulties, aka Jacob hit in. Trying to get everybody and chill. How's everybody doing this evening? Apart from technical difficulties. I'm tweeting out a new link for the new episode. No. You've got to try way harder for you to get the ban hammer, bro. All that trash you talk, that is never going to get you banned. Just waiting on everybody else to join back. It wasn't me. Everybody can point and laugh at Jacob because it was Jacob that did it. Hey guys, what's up?
I want to finish my question. You're talking about Kyle Larson, okay? Your sister said that she retired from racing. Is it true? Is she done with the Larson stuff? It's all been gone. It was just a phase.
I have been gifted the Larson merch.
Okay, so it's all gone. No more.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. I was very curious. I didn't know how to take that because that was
Well, I mean,
a
when you
random
pick Kyle,
stint in life.
when you pick Kyle Larson as your favorite
What's up,
driver,
Corvette? All right, we're almost back to our viewers.
All right.
We're almost back.
Hey, while you're waiting though, we have a donation button up over this way.
Yeah, actually,
Feel free to
thank
drop
you for
some money.
reminding me.
Feel free to drop some money. I'm trying to go buy more Busch to celebrate Kevin Harvick this year. So I am excited though, dude. When everything is said and done, I think Busch is gonna have like a special edition Kevin Harvick can. And I'm
I would
excited.
hope so. I mean,
And the whole like peach thing. Like what's this Busch Light peach? You know, it's not
Busch Light
apple,
peach.
Yeah, so I don't know if Kevin Harvick's gonna have like a Busch
I don't know if
Light
I'm gonna
peach
like that.
scheme. I don't know, dog.
I'm very
Busch Light
curious to
peach
see what
sounds kinda good.
I'm very curious to see what the throwback scheme and the championship scheme will be.
Money, gold. I think everything's gonna be a lot of Piper and a lot of Keelan this year.
I hope it's not a bunch of dumb hashtags like they do.
Oh God, if Busch can stay away from the hashtags, man.
That's what ruins it for me.
Like
Dude,
it's
that's
good
dope.
and all, but I don't know. I can't do all the hashtags, man. Step away from the hashtags. I get it. Hashtags are cool, but
Hashtags are so 2013.
hashtag
not on a car.
algorithmically though, like they work.
They work because Busch is always doing a thing where it's like, oh, at lap 13, do hashtag whatever, enter a chance to win a lifetime supply of something or
Well,
free
and
merch or something
another
like
thing
that.
to be fair, like hashtags really haven't been trendy in like a long time.
I don't know about that. Twitter's still pretty trendy with hashtag. Instagram, not so much, but Twitter, I mean, you could pretty much find anything off a hashtag.
I think all beer is owned by what? Like, is it 3 different companies that like?
There's
own
Budweiser's
every-
Budweiser's
Anheuser-Busch,
yeah.
Miller, and
I know Chorus is independent
yeah.
because they brew out in Colorado. Yeah, where were we at?
Boost Light. I had to ask that question before we ended. That's where we ended.
Yeah.
It
So
ended on Kyle Larson.
I think everybody ran through their thoughts on Kyle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess we could go on. I didn't want tonight's show to be super duper long anyway. So it kind of leads us perfectly into our last point. Kevin Harvick announces his retirement at the end of 2023.
Can I go first on this because I feel like I'm going to have the least amount to say?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Kevin Harvick retiring. Obviously, one of the biggest legends in NASCAR. 60 wins as a driver. Going to have more this season, more than likely. At least I'd say 2 or 3 to add to his record.
Fingers crossed.
Playoffs. So he'll make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. It's sad to see such a legend go of his caliber. We heard rumors about his retiring, or like earlier last season, and then he obviously came out with it yesterday. So it's sad to see him go. He's legit a legend. Hashtag Parv Gang. But
Hashtag Marine.
but
Doesn't matter what he's talking about, dude. It does not matter. At your Parv, when you get married, when you're supposed to read your vows, I'm gonna scream hashtag Parv Gang, and you're not gonna be able to not say it.
You're right. But I do think though, because this is a big legend that we have here. I don't think this is the only legend that's going to retire this year with Kevin. I am about 90% sure that we're going to see Truex gone this year as well.
And there it is, yeah.
So Truex and Harvick, I think, will be gone this year. That's 2 big drivers who are always, except for last season for Martin, who are contenders. Seeing them both there, and that leaves 2 big names to get 2 names in the Xfinity Series to get rights the next year, or a big shuffle. So it's sad to see them both. It's sad to see Harvick go this at the end of the season, but make it a heck of a ride into the sunset, I guess. So now you 3 can talk for your spiel. Hashtag Parv Gang.
Dalton.
All right, so for me, this is crazy because back in the early 2010s, I hated Kevin Harvick's guts, because him versus Kyle Busch was a huge rivalry, when the last decade began, and now I'm gonna miss him. And I've gained a lot of respect for Kevin Harvick over the years, ever since the feud back in 2011, because him and Kyle both have put on incredible battles together and made incredible memories together too. And I feel like now, because of that, we're losing a great competitor because of every driver in the sport currently. I'm going to miss competing, watching Kyle compete against Kevin Harvick just because of everything that they've done their whole career. And Cooper and I were talking about this while we were trying to, get this part 2 up. I was telling him he needed to go back and look up the 2011 feud that Kyle and Kevin had. And I'm sure we're probably going to talk about our favorite Kevin memories later on, but I'll go ahead and say this. That right there was my favorite Kevin Harvick moment because, it began at Darlington with them wrecking each other and Harvick getting out and punching Kyle in the face. And another cool thing, so last year I saw the Rowdy documentary, and they put Kyle's rivalry with Kevin Harvick in that documentary, and they were talking about that night. And one thing a lot of people might not know if you haven't seen the Rowdy documentary, but Kyle was talking about the incident on pit road after that race was over. When the race ended and they were parking the cars on pit road, Kyle was trying to go to pit road, but Harvick was following him because Harvick wanted to fight him. And Kyle tried to get away from him, but Kyle had no reverse, so he couldn't back up. He kept having to turn around and try to get away from him. And then Harvick got in front of him and parked his car right in front of Kyle's. And again, Kyle still had no reverse. So he had no idea what to do. And Kyle said, okay, plan B, as soon as he gets out of his car, I'm going to turn his shit and then drive off. And that's exactly what he did. And it didn't end there. So after that race was over, both of them got fined and put on probation for about a month, I think. And then we go to Dover that very next weekend, and they were nonstop talking shit about each other that whole entire weekend. Harvick was on trackside for all you youngins out there. There used to be this live show called Trackside. Yeah, it would always be on every Friday night at the track. It was just,
dude,
it was just
peak
goated.
NASCAR.
Yeah,
oh
it was
my God.
peak NASCAR. Yeah. And so every Friday night they would have like a trackside live with all the fans to come out and watch. And Harvick was a special guest for that one. And he was talking shit about Kyle Busch. So once he
dude, it
once
was
he got
like
on
a straight 8 minutes he was talking shit about Kyle.
Yes,
Yeah.
nonstop. He was talking about, well, I wish I would have gave him a black eye, and that he always backs out of a punching contest because he couldn't get out to punch me. And then,
But he was all smiles. Like, he thought it was humorous. He wasn't angry about it. He
that's
was
what I love
just,
about Kevin Harvick. Like,
yeah.
he just talks shit with a smile on his face, and that's what I love about him. And that's what I'm going to miss about him, too, because that's just what he does best. And then later in those press conferences, like Kyle and Kevin both had like their media availabilities on that Friday, and they were just talking shit about each other the whole time. And I like this quote that Harvick said about right hooking somebody. He says that right hooking someone on the straightaways is the equivalent of taking your gloves off in hockey. And Kyle said, well, apparently he watches too much hockey. And Harvick actually is a big hockey fan, ironically. So that was just my all-time favorite Kevin Harvick moment right there, man. The rivalry that he had with Kyle, I'm really going to miss that. And I gained a lot of respect for him over the past couple of years. There were a lot of great battles on the track with him and Kyle. Like, I could think of 2018 Texas, 2020 Bristol Night Race, 2018 New Hampshire, really 2015 through 2019 when they were in the Final Four, the Championship Four every single year. It would always come down between those two. So, really going to miss Kevin, man. I hate to see him go. I mean, I saw it coming, but I'm hoping for one last hell of a year for Kevin Harvick. I hope to see him win a lot of races this season. I wish his fans the best of luck as well. I hope they enjoy his final ride as well. And I would like to see him compete for a championship one last time once we get to Phoenix this November.
To catch up on the comments, the donations go to keeping the LTC lights on. It pays for the website, which everybody should go check out, www.leftturncolt.com. Website was recently updated with some pretty cool news. And it also pays for StreamYard. There was a StreamYard question earlier that I didn't get to answer, and it was Chrome. No, you have to pay for multi-stream, and also the quality isn't too great. So for gaming, I would not suggest using StreamYard. Seeing if there's any other questions that I had missed, because there's a few that I've been setting on. I know Papa Cody earlier asked if my drink was spiked. It was just pure whiskey that I spilled all over me. So yeah, it was spiked to the maximum. Do dragons fart fire? I guess that's the question. Kind of like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around, does it make any sounds? I need to see a dragon fart before I can speculate.
Shrek, I'm pretty sure Donkey's wife had farted one time in one of the movies, and I'm pretty sure it was fire.
So then, do we take that?
I'm not mistaken.
Do we take that as like the
anything that is in
confirm
Shrek?
it?
I think we have to translate to real life.
I was about to say we need to ask Donkey from Shrek if that's true.
Well,
okay.
I don't think I could call up Eddie Murphy. I don't think that's very viable for me. I don't have that fund. So
in the morning, I'm making waffles.
At some point,
we could DM him if you want and see in the morning what happens. But a lot of snow's coming here in East Tennessee, so I don't know if that's gonna work out.
Thank you.
Thanks, appreciate you.
The race view replacement is coming out this year. Dude, I want something like that at the track. You know what they could do, honestly, is just provide Wi-Fi that actually works at the track, and we don't need race view. Yeah. Atlanta, dude, their internet is incredible at Atlanta.
No, SMI's tracks Wi-Fi is the best.
That's a big part of the experience.
Bristol works very well now.
I want to be able, I want to be able to tweet during the race. That might not be important to everybody, but for the majority of people that are going to the races now, we need internet access. We do. That is just a part of our generation. We need it. I need to know what because typically at a race, we're probably playing football, so I would like to keep up with the football scores during the race. Throughout the summertime, not so much. I don't really care too much, but I would love to be able to go on Twitter, and if I'm sitting there, I would love to see what Bob's tweeting about. You know, like I would love to stay caught up to date. Now, when it comes to Harvick, for me, I've never been a Harvick fan, right? Never, ever. Been a diehard Harvick supporter. But what Harvick did for NASCAR in 2001 is unmatched. You're not going to find many people who are going to be able to say, I stepped in to fill a huge void in a sport and have the success that Kevin Harvick had, especially as quick as Atlanta. Third race afterwards, he gets the win. I mean, it doesn't get much more magical than that. That's one of those only sports can provide that kind of storyline, right? People forever and always will talk about how it's rigged. If they rigged that finish, dude, Jeff Gordon and Kevin Harvick are incredible at choreography because it's hard to rig a victory that's that close.
Atlanta too.
Yeah. So Harvick's impact on the sport is huge. Harvick's impact on the sport in the last 9 years is even bigger. We're talking about a guy who had a really good career, hit or miss a lot of times in the RCR equipment, but once he went over to Stewart-Haas, dude, it has been lights out. It's terrifying to think if Stewart-Haas was around when Harvick came into the series and was competing at the level that they've competed at for the last, decade, Harvick could have 10 plus titles. We're talking about a guy in the last 8 years. He was in how many championship fours? He was in 14, 15, 16, 17, and 19.
He missed the 16.
Okay, yeah. So he missed 2 in the time that he went to SHR on up to the 2020 season. The dude's been lights out. Something like he's finished in the top 10, 75% of his races at SHR. It's monstrous numbers like that. But he helped provide NASCAR with a sense of joy and healing so close, followed so closely after Earnhardt Sr.'s death. There's a chance that NASCAR falls off much faster had Harvick not came in and been the guy he was to fill in for the Intimidator. He was spicy, feisty, willing to scrap with anybody. It didn't matter. And I mean, that kind of weaned away a little bit as he had kids and became a dad, which I feel like most guys do. We're seeing it with Kyle Busch right now, right? Like they kind of have that baby face turn once they have kids and the kids are old enough to probably not want to consider their dad to be a jerk. But Harvick was rarely in his fights. He was rarely in the wrong. Most of the time they were provoked. He was just a hot-headed guy. And
I want to add on to that. So when it comes to me, when it comes to rivalries, I want heated rivalries, where two people absolutely hate each other. For college football, Ohio State, Michigan, because they fight every single time. Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, same thing. In NBA, OKC and Utah. That's the rivalries I want. And Kevin Harvick brought that in NASCAR. I mean, it wasn't just Kyle Busch. It was a lot of people. Greg Biffle at Bristol, Chase Elliott at Bristol. There's so many to name. But, Kevin Harvick just ignited so many great rivalries for us to remember. And like I just said, the Kyle Busch rivalry that he had, one of the most underrated rivalries in the sport, period. I mean, it wasn't like Dale Earnhardt versus Jeff Gordon where it was just their fans hating each other. Kyle and Kevin straight up hated each other. And that's what I want to see in the sport. And I'm really glad he was able to provide us with that. And yeah, I understand, him not wanting to do it that much anymore, just after he had children, that's fine. But, that's one big thing I'm going to miss about Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. A lot of it's nostalgic sadness too, right? I mean, I don't know a NASCAR without Kevin Harvick. I don't. I do remember. I remember Dell Senior wrecking at the 500, and I remember like the days after that, and so on and so forth. But like I always call it my consciousness, right? There's a point where we can only go back so far, and then we just don't remember anything. It's like when we actually become conscious. As far as mine goes, I do not remember a NASCAR without Kevin Harvick, and it's going to be weird. And I know, like, this is a part of it. You know, athletes age, they retire, we move on, but it's sad. And at the same time, while I'm sad about Harvick retiring, I'm happy for him because he's retiring on his own terms. He's going out when he wants to. He's not hanging around. He's not Ryan Newmaning himself into, oblivion. He isn't out there. Jimmy's last few years were kind of an embarrassment, right? I'm not going to say they tarnished his legacy because the legacy that gets set can't be tarnished, except for if you're like, Barry Bonds or something like that. But Harvick's going out, following a season where he had 2 wins. And then we don't know how many wins he's going to have this season. I expect a fully competitive Kevin Harvick. I don't think he's going to come out there and run 25th every single week. I think Harvick's probably going to be a championship contender. How else would you want to retire? Would you want to retire on the tail end of like being mediocre, or would you like to go out and still being competitive?
I want him to go out like Jeff Gordon did.
Honestly, I think that Harvick has been more consistent as far as success than Gordon was. Because you got to think, when it comes to Gordon, he won everything early.
Like, I don't expect him to win the championship, but I'd much rather him go out coming in close. I would hate for him to have a rough final season like Jimmy Johnson did, like Tony Stewart did. There's a lot of drivers in the sport that didn't really get a good final season, and it's very sad. So Jeff Gordon was probably the only guy I know that came close to going out, in good terms. Like, I mean, he competed for a championship that year. Right. That's what I would like to see from Kevin Harvick. And one more thing I want to add too. Another bad thing about this, you're losing one of the most outspoken drivers as well. That's another bad thing. You're not going to have many of that anymore after this year. You're only going to have Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch as the most outspoken drivers.
Denny.
And, Denny too, and that's it.
I think that Harvick, though, in some ways, he's putting himself in a louder position, right? Because now he's going to be able to be as vocal as he wants about NASCAR. And odds are, and I think it was motorsport.com, they said that sources close to them are saying that he's going to the Fox booth. And that will be incredible. He will save that Fox booth.
Because I remember when he did the all driver broadcast for the Xfinity race in Charlotte, and he was yelling at the Fox cameraman like, "Hey, pay attention to this battle right here."
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what we need.
Make Fox great again.
But yeah, to cap off my my speech here.
Good Lord.
Oh, you have to.
I'm down. I'm down. I'll buy the tickets tomorrow. Just go on and prepare for it. Yeah. Financial aid hits tomorrow, bro.
Oh, do I get my fantasy money? Let's go. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my stance on Kevin Harvick. Coop.
All right. So I've said since I've been on this podcast, getting me back into the sport. I understand that the whole Austin Dillon thing was a meme. It started me up back into the sport with Jacob, playing games here and there. After middle school, high school, I would jump into the game just thinking the 3-car, because it was an old YouTuber I watched. So I was like, cool, let's do the 3-car. Let's be a meme with it. Let's do the whole thing. So getting back into, watching the sport, being on the show, I picked Austin Dillon as my guy, but I realized very early on when I started watching more of the races that I'd made a mistake on not picking Kevin Harvick to be my guy, because when I was younger, Joey Logano was my guy. Like, I was a big 20-car guy, wasn't a big Tony Stewart guy, more of just seeing the younger talent in that car and how dominant he was. Just stepping in so young. But putting me now, I understand that I appreciate Kevin Harvick more than any of the other drivers that are on the field. And I know that I'm not the most experienced one with Kevin Harvick. I'm not a Dakota Rutledge. I'm not, all Kevin Harvick, hadn't been there since day one. So it's something to see a guy that I've cared so much for and invested so much into leave, because now it puts me in a position to where I need to see younger talent in a different perspective. That's going to bring me back into enjoying one specific driver so much. Noah Gragson being one of those. But I think it's good that Kevin's stepping away now compared to stepping away years later, kind of like you had said, not just racing here and there. And it's like, oh, let's get the old guy off the track. He needs to step aside. And he's been vocal this season about this car to where he's like, it's unsafe. It's not like it used to be. So I think it's good to step away when you need to compared to just riding it out. Now, it does suck because Kevin's done so much for the sport. I mean, if you think about Kevin when he was running the Busch Series, he changed the Busch into Xfinity Series so much that drivers aren't able to sit there and contend for a championship in the Cup Series and the lower tier series. So, going out there and dominating and stuff like that, seeing Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski's and Kyle Busch as guys that are running in those Xfinity cars, they can't contend for championships. So it's crazy to think how much Kevin Harvick's done for that sport. And I'll miss the guy. It's going to suck, but damn, am I going to ride that guy hard this year. Like that's my number one. That's my go-to. I'm going to pull for him. Anything I can go to, as many races I can go to. If it's a double series in Atlanta, that's going to be, it's out of the question. So Atlanta Spring, Atlanta Summer race, I'm definitely going to those. I have to. But I just want to see if Kevin is going to be appreciated by the fans on his way out.
Oh, he definitely will.
I don't think there's any question about that.
He definitely will.
Yeah.
Like, are people going to, is it going to be a sense to where people are pulling more for Kevin Harvick because he's leaving, or people are pulling for Kevin Harvick because they're actual fans? Are we going to step aside and not see as many Chase fans? Are we not going to see as many Larson fans? Are we going to see a lot of Kevin people out for the tracks? What are we going to see? That's what I want to see, how these fans kind of react to all this.
I think he gets his dues everywhere. I think everybody's going to deep down, want to see Kevin go out on top. Of course, you're going to have people who just, and Kevin did it to himself ultimately. There's a lot of people who just despise him, right? And I mean, rightfully so. You can't defend everything Kevin Harvick's ever done. And some people, see it, and a lot of people take these rivalries in sports and like they feast on them, right? I mean, me with the Cowboys, I love nothing more than seeing the Cowboys lose. And it doesn't matter. I love Zeke. I like Dak. But I don't want to see that organization succeed. Same way when I was 14, dude, I never wanted to see Jimmy Johnson win ever again. Every time Jimmy won a championship, I wanted to hit my head into the wall. Like, I was just sick and tired of it. I wanted his tires to go flat every single race. I wanted his engine to blow every single race. I wanted Jimmy Johnson to lose every single week, no matter what. But now that I'm older, I respect everything that Jimmy did. In the time, you don't respect it. Unless you're like overanalyzing it. But I mean, as just a small brain sports fan, you don't appreciate it when it's happening, but after the fact is when you really do appreciate it. And I think Kevin having an entire farewell tour with fans being at the track, which Jimmy didn't get, I think you're going to see Kevin be honored. I don't think that Kevin gets honored as big as Jimmy did, just because Kevin didn't win the same amount of championships. But I do think that Kevin is going to get a very grand farewell from each track, the fans, so on and so forth. I think that a lot of people will cheer for Kevin, but I mean, if I show up in Bubba gear, I'm there for Bubba. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
But I do definitely think that everybody's going to have a soft spot for Kevin. I mean, even Dalton. I'm sure Dalton would not be pissed if this season ends with a Kevin Harvick championship.
Oh, hell
for example.
no.
Right.
Hell no.
And I think Stuart Haas is in good hands too, because seeing Ryan Preece that's going to be filling that car. I mean, he's a talent that can do something.
I think Ryan Preece is on a if he does well this year, that's probably going to be his ride. I think if he sucks, I think Ryan Preece is probably gone.
And see, that's the
last
thing
shot.
that you have to tie into is like, Ryan Preece is going to be out there fielding the car. So you've got, Chase Briscoe. He contended this year. He was very hot, very well. Eric, we know kind of what's up with Eric, but Stuart Haas is in good hands. It's just depending who fields that 4 car. And it's just coming from me. I don't want to see Haley Deegan, which is her perfect shot to get to that 4 car. I just don't want to see her jump straight from Truck Series to the 4 car after Kevin retires. I want to see someone that's very good and contending in that 4 car, because the 4 car has so much notoriety to it now. Like it's a hot topic car, and I don't want to see someone that's going to tarnish.
I'll be honest. I don't even want to start playing that game until later in the season, because there's I sent you the list, didn't I? Yeah, there's a lot of names, and I mean, you could play around forever and ever and ever. I honestly feel like it's almost disrespectful to Kevin, and I've seen a lot of NASCAR content creators already ask who's going to fill in for Kevin, who's going to take over for Kevin.
Exactly. I don't want to think about that.
Right?
I don't want to think about that. I want to see the guy finish
yes.
his season, see what he does. I don't think Kevin's going to go out there and be a superstar. He's not going to be some guy that's going to come out there and get 12 wins this year. He's going to be a guy that's going to have a couple wins, contend for a championship, and we'll see where he goes from there. I don't want to talk about how Kevin's going to be, who's the predecessor to Kevin. Where does Kevin go from here? Is his son going to be in, is his son coming to stock car? Is he going to Indy car? Is he going to Formula One? Let's not worry about that yet. Let's finish up what we've started.
Real quick. We just got a mega donation. It was Cash App. That's how I got the notification for it.
Is it Callista?
No, it was not. Eric Donner. Eric Donner. Shout out the Eric Party. $50. Long live LTC. Thank you very much, Eric.
$50.
Much
Holy
appreciated,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, thank you.
You paid the bills for the month. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
We don't talk about the $1 Million Man anymore. Yeah.
Wow. Dude, thank you. That's incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Doug.
I am excited to see, though, Kevin finishing up his season. I want to see the schemes. I want to see what's planned out. I want to see what Busch plans for him, because, prior, there's so many limited edition Busch cans that they released out here and there. I want to see what's going to come for the scheme for that can as well. And like we said earlier, Busch Light Peach. These are cool little things that Kevin's going to be able to be a part of.
I can already tell for Phoenix, there's going to be a cheers for Kevin, cheers for Kevin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something cool like that.
But please, for the love of God, no hashtag on the quarter panels.
And see, that's Busch's
hashtag. It's gonna be hashtag forever. That's gonna be his last call.
That's fine, dude. That is fucking sick. I will take it.
I know. I'd literally just said I don't want to play around with this game, but I think that this is the most logical and sensible answer. I think Zane Smith is a really good option, personally. Zane Smith is going to be a stud, bro. That guy is going to be a winner. Balicki in the 4? I don't know about that, bro.
Get out of here.
I don't know, bro.
You got to be trolling.
I know who's going to do it. I know who's going to do it. It's the GOAT. The man who's the greatest driver in NASCAR Heat 5 history. Brendan Gaughan.
Brendan Gaughan ain't coming back, bro.
He's going to come back with that South Point paint.
Go to bed. You're tired.
Honestly, I hope that happens. I would love to see the South Point number 4 out there every single week.
That's when you see me
Brendan Gaughan doing his barrel rolls.
I retire from the damn anything motorsports.
Dude,
it brought me out yesterday. I text Cody I was sitting on the couch hanging out, and I was like, I think everything's hit me again that I'm much more invested in the sport than what I was before, because I was so anti-vocal. No. But now I'm excited to see what brings.
We have another donation.
Dude.
Shout out Callista for the $25 for LTC. LTC's eating the nut. Yeah, LTC's eating the nut, boys.
Oh,
we got the website.
I'm going to Cheddar's, baby.
We got the website paid for 2 months and StreamYard for a month. Let's go. We got it. W. Thank you very much for our loyal donators.
For the win.
Thank you for paying for my Logan's Roadhouse.
Actually, you know what?
Ain't no one eating that damn Logan's, bro.
Dude, Logan's.
I'm not sitting thinking, I want a good steak. I'm going to Logan's. Get out of here.
I think that.
I like Logan's.
Logan's has a great
wrong.
steak.
I like Zane Smith. I really do. I like Zane Smith a lot.
Where do you get your steak at?
Where do I get my steak at?
Texas Roadhouse, bro.
No,
Probably good.
bro, I'm going to Calhoun's. Calhoun's got the steak, bro.
You think Calhoun's is better than Texas Roadhouse?
I had to. Okay, listen to this. I went to
Okay,
the
now
Tennessee basketball game.
not a bad Texas Roadhouse experience. Let's say it's a good one.
The past two. Recently, I went on Sunday and I got a Texas Roadhouse steak. I got a sirloin, got an 8-ounce. I wanted it medium rare. I cut that steak up, and that shit was well done. That shit was gray in the middle. That was not my steak.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
That's happened twice.
Yeah.
I went to Calhoun's. I got a medium rare sirloin, and that was so juicy, man. You were cutting it. I couldn't even get the damn fat off it. That was a steak. That's how I want my steak.
But Chop House has the best steak.
I gotta try my dad's steak.
Yeah, see, Longhorn's not bad. I'll take Longhorn. That's not
Longhorn
bad.
does have a good steak.
Dude, Calhoun's, man. You go to the river. You go on Kingston Pike.
I
Hey,
like Calhoun's, but I think
Set.
that Texas Roadhouse on a good day is better than Calhoun's on a good day.
Nah, bro, they were mean.
look-
I was sitting there. I was drinking my.
That's why I said a
freaking-
good day. It's a good
I was
day.
drinking my Ultra,
No.
and she kept coming. She's like, "What you want to drink? What you want to eat?" And I'm like, "Lady, I'm fucking sitting."
But now let me
One time.
Logan's Roadhouse, the New York Strip, magic.
Get out of here.
No.
Go to bed.
Okay, bye.
Eric said he'll out-donate anybody by at least $5.
Good.
Somebody donate $15,000 right
donate $15,000, and Haley Daddy will come out here for OnlyFans tonight, right now,
now. On YouTube, yeah.
on YouTube.
I'll take being canceled.
I'm working.
Connors,
I
where's
know.
that at?
Connors is
Knoxville.
great. All right, Connors is great. It's in Knoxville. It's not a bad steakhouse, but I've only had their steak one time, but I've got their chicken. The chicken tenders are freaking immaculate.
Yeah, Coop lives down in that area.
Fats
I
has
do
some
not.
good tenders.
That's like right in my neighborhood. It's in Knox. Thank you.
What's
Yeah.
up, Joshua?
What's up, Joshua?
Thanks for coming by. Oh,
Hey,
Cowboys
Joshua,
fan.
go Cowboys. Hey, listen. All right, I don't know what the plan is. If we're doing a show on Monday, Coop Daddy's not going to be on the show. I'm going to watch Tom Brady get his ass beat.
Please,
So,
please beat his ass.
take me
Please
out of
beat
the
his
show.
ass.
How many times has Tom Brady ever lost to the Cowboys?
He's 7-0 against the Cowboys. I don't want to talk about it. Tom Brady is going to get. He's going to
Please
get got.
beat him.
All right.
Please get
Listen,
him out of
Beat
here.
us in the beginning of the season. We're beating Tom Brady. This
Please
season.
get him out of here, please. I beg
Shut
you.
up.
All
Shut
I
your mouth.
want is either whoever wins the Cowboys.
Harv,
or
I don't want to hear
Bucks game,
shit from you. You finished dead last in fantasy, and I beat your ass, and I got $300 off you.
Whoever wins against whoever wins the Cowboys Bucks, I hope they.
You don't even have a quarterback. Where's your quarterback?
I hope they lose next
His
week.
fingers are
That's
messed up right now. He's concussed. Get him out of
Nope.
here.
Go
I don't know
Bills.
who your quarterback is. Number 19? Who is that?
Skylar Thompson.
Skylar Thompson. Great. Where do you play?
I don't think he's playing. I thought Teddy was playing.
No, it's Skylar.
No,
Teddy's
Teddy's
hurt
hurt
too.
too.
Still
Was
injured.
hurt.
Teddy's hurt too.
Okay.
No, we got Mike
Thank you,
Glennon.
Junior,
We
for the
got-
win.
We got Mike Glennon as a backup.
Mike
Ryan,
Glennon, yeah.
Ryan did
Big
beat
neck.
me in the LTC
Big neck Mike
fantasy.
Glennon. Everybody's
Dude,
favorite.
I've never seen a guy with such a long neck. He
Mike
rivals.
Glennon's
He
got the
rivals 2009 Joey Logano for the neck.
And if only we had like
Big
Kurt
neck.
Benkert as like our quarterback.
Dude, I'm in his Discord because he's giving away a bunch of old Packer shit. So I'm trying to see if I can win something.
Who?
Kurt Benkert.
Yeah. Kurt's a
'Cause,
man.
like,
His
the only reason
Discord's
I
kinda
know-
popping.
The only reason I know of him is because of Tom Grossi.
Just
Hey,
please,
look,
this
bro.
Panthers
we
fan
just gotta
needs
hope-
Buccaneers lost.
Look. Let's split it right. Let's get Zeke running the game. Let's get Pollard in the game. Let's get some good run game going. If we can get that going, the Bucks are going down. All right. Super Bowl predictions: Dallas Cowboys versus the. I'm gonna go weird Jags.
I've got
are
the
going-
Jags too. I got the
Nope.
I think
Jags
the
too.
Jags will be hot.
San Francisco versus Buffalo.
San Francisco's not a bad one. I like Brock Purdy.
I don't
like
think-
Brock Purdy.
Brock
I think-
Purdy's legit.
I
dude.
think Purdy is going to
I think
crumble
so.
though under the pressure. I don't think he's played enough to be able to be cool in the pressure.
I thought
Eagles-
Blake
Jags,
Bortles.
bro.
Blake Bortles back in the day. Blake Bortles back in 2017 was taking that fucking team if it was not up for that damn. What was it? It was a pass interference or something off
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I swear
listen.
that
When it
Jags
comes
team
down
is
to it, it's gonna be the Eagles and the Jags. If it's not the
ain't
Eagles and
doing
the
shit.
Jags,
They're crumbling. They're
What?
crumbling. They're crumbling.
how are we
bro.
crumbling?
They're crumbling. They ain't gonna
How?
take the
How they
pressure.
get-
They ain't
How
taking
are
the
we
pressure.
crumbling?
They ain't taking the pressure. They're gonna.
We did not
watch
have
them.
Jalen Hurts for 2 weeks. We lost.
I
he
know.
comes
They're gonna
back
get
and we
beat by
win.
New York. They're gonna get beat by New York. Put it.
So my pick to win
Big Money
it,
Daniels coming in to throw dots. Nothing but dots to these high school wide receivers, bro. I'm telling you.
I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Niners. I think it's going to be a repeat.
That's not a bad one.
I just think that 49ers is going to be scary. I mean, you got Christian McCaffrey, who's healthy right now,
Hey, that man, he got me some money this year.
and you got
Off of
that
nothing.
you got that defense. You got that San Fran defense that's pretty good. I think Brock
Facts.
Purdy. I think he has a chance.
Get
Brock
out
Purdy
of
is
here,
the greatest Mr. Irrelevant in NFL history, and he's only been like playing a few games this season. And then you have the Chiefs, which they're the Chiefs right now. So
Oh shit! You
Team
know what I
sounds
just
good.
realized? You know what I just realized? I'm the only guy in the LTC that doesn't have a team in the playoffs this year. Darn.
well, Jacob
Hey.
doesn't because he's a Titans fan.
Well, does he even care about football really, or?
He
No.
got no. He does now. So this
Oh,
was
he does?
Jacob's first full-time season as like an NFL fan. Yes,
Oh, so
and he was like, what did I walk into? Because he was
Carolina-
excited. Because he's like, man, Tennessee's good. Now I could be like a big NFL guy, and he steps
And they-
into it, and they crumble.
So,
They lost like
okay.
7 straight.
So me and Jacob both didn't make the playoffs this year.
Look,
I don't understand how people are counting Philly out, bro. We're literally
Hey,
the
I'm
best
counting
team in
Philly.
football.
I'm not counting them out.
You
I'm
ain't
just
the best
saying I
team in
think
football,
this
bro.
is gonna take it.
get out of here. Not the best team. The Jags. Jags are the best team. I think they're hot. They're
The
hot.
Jags, okay, no, the
Heating
Jags are not the best team in the NFL.
They're heating up.
Heating up, yeah, but they are not the best team. Their
That
momentum
defense
is
kinda
carrying them.
scary. That defense showed up against Tennessee.
I remember
That
week
first half they didn't. The second half they had it.
Who they
I'm a-
have to show up against? Derrick Henry?
I mean, Derrick Henry stopped all game. Josh Dobbs was
I-
dotting though. Josh Dobbs was dotting in that first half.
Please resign him. Please, he deserves it.
I remember week 3, Cody and I were texting each other that we're going to see a Miami Eagles Super Bowl, and now I'm like, so sad and devastated.
I mean, statistically, we still have a shot, right? So
Hey,
Yeah.
how about
it's
Derek
awesome.
Carr though? Derek Carr's little tweet was kind of sad earlier.
It was.
he's going to the.
He's going to
Colts.
the Jets. No, he's going to the Jets.
I feel like Tannehill fits the Colts, bro. Like just washed veteran. Like that's their MO.
Hey, come Monday, we have one quarterback that's not announced he's going to the draft, and that's CJ Stroud. And CJ Stroud's projected to go to the Texans now because the Colts have number 1.
Yeah.
Or no, the Bears have number
Bears
1,
have
but the
number
Bears aren't
1.
going to use it. The Bears aren't going to use it.
Well, a lot of people think they're gonna trade. So
Exactly, to the Colts. The Colts will take Bryce Young.
that'll be
Yeah,
something. I don't.
Is Georgia's quarterback in the draft?
Who cares, bro?
He will,
He's
but
fucking, like,
everybody writes
35.
him.
He'll be
Everybody
delivering
writes him
TM.
off. He's
He'll be
a
a
lot
TM
like
next
Tim
year.
Tebow. Everybody
He's
shits on
Jake
him.
Fromm. No, he's Jake Fromm from
Well, no.
fucking Georgia
Here's
too.
the thing.
Jake
Here's the
Fromm from
thing.
State Farm.
Stetson was a winner in college, along the lines of Tim Tebow. They were both incredible college quarterbacks, but they are not cut out for NFL play. Like Jake was
I don't
kind
know.
of
We
like
could
mid.
be talking bad though. Stetson is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow was because if you want to throw it statistically, in the college football playoffs, Stetson Bennett has more touchdown passes and yards than Joe Burrow had. But
Does
that's
that
like 2
make?
seasons
But
back to
does
back.
that make you a better quarterback?
Stetson, I think, is probably one of the greatest quarterbacks we've seen in college football. Yes, but he also played a bunch of slum teams, which is what Georgia's playing out next year too. Like they started the game with UT Martin. You
Is-
know,
is
UT
Henry-
their biggest
is-
challenges are like Tennessee and I
Ole
think
Miss.
LSU.
Is
Yeah,
Hendon
Ole Miss.
Hooker? Is Hendon Hooker going to the draft?
Yes.
He is going to the draft.
Yeah,
I'm
Stetson's
afraid
gotta
it's-
go.
balling, though.
Man, to get out of here. Stetson's going. He has to. He's fucking old.
I need a quarterback so bad.
Yeah, you're gonna get someone like Will Levis and cry yourself. to
Hey.
sleep
Oh my
every
god.
night.
No, Matt
Yeah,
Corral's still here.
They're talking about Anthony Richardson from Florida too.
Oh
to
my
go into
God,
Carolina.
no.
Like,
No.
come on, bro.
MTSU's football schedule came out.
Y'all
Our
better
first-
up calling Riley Ferguson. Remember Riley
Our
Ferguson?
first-
from Tennessee?
We
Our
might call,
first week.
we
our
might call
first
Derek
week-
Carr.
We're our
Hey,
first
Derek
week.
Carr ain't bad.
Marv, just
Honestly,
power
I
through
would-
it,
I would
dude.
hate
Yell it.
I wouldn't hate it.
Our first week at Middle Tennessee State University for football.
Miami.
No, it's a lot worse than that.
Oh no.
We're going down to
Florida
Alabama.
State.
Oh shit.
Hey, that's a lot of money, bro. That's good for the college.
And
Get
then
that
the
paid.
next,
Hey, what if you-
and then the
hey,
next
what if
week
Middle
we're
Tennessee
going to
beats
get
them,
more
though?
money.
I'd light my ass off.
Dude,
But then the next week we
No,
play
I'd
Missouri.
party on the streets of Murfreesboro.
Missouri, that'll be a good game.
I mean, if we beat Missouri, that's still a lot of money.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
yeah. I mean, get that free. Yeah, take all that SEC money you can get, bro.
Hey, Eric, thank you so much. This is my favorite sweatshirt, dude. This is the most.
Screw the SEC.
This is so comfy.
Yo, did you see this fucking? Hold on, I got the email about it. RCR shop dropped this thing. Where is it? Hold on.
Cody smiling. I said they didn't hear what I said. That's great.
They were dropping some hats the other day, and this one was
Oh.
kind of slick with it though. Like it's
For all the
not
Kyle
bad.
Busch fans out there that are looking for this hat, RCR just restocked it if y'all want to go buy some.
Look at this. I don't know how to take this hat. It's kind of slick.
I kind
I
of
actually
like.
like it, yeah.
I kind of like it. So if they're doing
Who
something
is
like that
it?
this season, that's Austin Dillon.
Oh, is it? I
I
like
actually
that.
do want a Austin Dillon shirt.
Like,
Just-
You want to support your teammate?
yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, I already got a Bass Pro hat, but
Dalton's a ride or die, bro.
I got to get this flag too.
Oh, that's slick.
So
bro.
is Cheddar's going to be the primary?
Yeah, so Cheddar's stepping up in a huge way for this season.
I love that, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely do like that.
So I'm predicting, Cheddar's will have a majority of the schedule. Alsco will probably do, I think, 3 races. Lenovo will probably do the second half of the season. And Bennett GM is probably going to do like 6.
Yeah, they usually do like the races by casinos, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
and the 3-Chi too. We still haven't seen the 3-Chi scheme yet. That's the only scheme that's missing.
Do you think 3Chi will sponsor Kyle as many times as they did Tyler?
It's tough to it just depends on what Cheddar's does. Or how many they're going to do this year.
Ryan, that's a good comment. I don't know what Noah goes to, especially with the whole brand change. Where does he go?
Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah, but does Bass Pro step in, or do we wait till
I
next
feel like-
season when
Maybe.
Martin is out?
I'm gonna make a prediction. So, back to Kevin Harvick news. What's Busch Beer gonna do? Are they gonna stick to being a premier sponsor for the sport? They're gonna move drivers. I can see them going to Noah Gragson.
I feel like they'll stay associated with SHR.
I think Chase is a good one for Bush. He's got a good face
Briscoe?
for Bush. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I don't know that I mean, honestly, Cole
Like
Custer
Mahindra's
has.
cool and all, but
Tell me that Cole Custer does not look like just a beer drinking man.
yeah, but Cole ain't coming back.
No,
in the sport.
no,
You gonna put
he's-
Cole in the 4?
No, Cole Custer's a chicken cock whiskey drinker.
That is true. That is true.
Hey, Eric, you live in the West Coast, don't you?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I can
Cheddar's is a Eastern delicacy. Custer is coming back for sure. Custer will move back up. They just needed to make room. I'll hit you up after the show, Eric. As top donor, I demand your full attention. That's only fair. Didn't Bass Pro sponsor Ty Dillon last year?
It did.
No,
Very subtle. It was on the back
It-
end of the car.
it was just Black Rifle Coffee.
Bass Pro was on
And-
it, if I'm not
And,
mistaken.
and Agent.
It was what we had. We had Tide, we had Black Rifle, and then we had someone. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bass Pro was on the back end of that car.
Allegiant, we had Thornton's.
Yeah.
You know, GMS. He's the CEO of Allegiant.
Oh, hey,
The worst fucking flight company. Dear
Hey,
Lord. I've
Bro,
never.
they are cheap. They could get you from point A to point B way cheaper than
They
anything.
can, but dear God, have I never feared for my life on a flight before. And that was my first ever flight. Allegiant
Cooper.
was bad.
Northern Tool Equipment.
Northern Tool, you're right. Yep.
Because Noah just did like a meet and greet there.
Man, I don't want all that stuff. Just give me
Northern
Black
Tool.
Rifle as the primary. Give me True Timber. You gotta have True Timber.
Real Tree.
Waffle House.
Do you think Realtree wasn't with him though?
Realtree was
No.
actually with Tyler Reddick for one race.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, it was with Reddick.
Talladega Fall.
That was when Harvick ran his camoed Bush scheme too. Yeah.
Yeah. Realtree always does Talladega race.
Waffle House absolutely should sponsor him at Talladega.
Who?
Bristol.
Noah?
Yeah.
Bristol.
Yeah.
Bristol would work too, but I think Georgia is the state with the most, right?
Yes.
And then Alabama's like second.
I think Waffle House was like founded in Atlanta.
I don't know. I don't really care much for I don't care much at all for Waffle House.
What do you like?
I mean, if I'm picking a place like that, I'm going Denny's or IHOP, yeah.
Where's the Denny's by us?
Bro, so it's not close. It's right outside of Abingdon, north of Abingdon.
Dear Lord, dude,
Yeah.
that's a
It's
fucking
a 24
drive.
hour. Well, yeah, I mean, when I go to Martinsville, I drive right by it. So
Yeah, that's
we
true.
stopped this last time and ate there.
Hey, quick question for Parv. How do you feel about us getting a In-N-Out?
I know. I'm not part, but damn, I'm excited.
I mean, I'm probably not going to be in the Nashville area when that thing gets built, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for people to finally try it, and because it's pretty good.
Wait, is it
Have you
2024
had
or
In-N-Out?
2026?
I've had In-N-Out before.
Have you had
Yeah.
Whataburger?
I have.
Okay,
we already got a
compare the
Whataburger
two.
here.
Okay, so
Because I love Whataburger, bro.
if you are from Texas, I recommend you not listen to me because you're not going to like what I have to say. If you're from the California region, take a listen because you're going to like what I have to say. In-N-Out is fantastic. It's a great burger. It's juicy. The animal style is great. If you don't get the fries without animal style, then you're kind of missing out. It's a fantastic place. It's a good price for a burger and fries. 100% love In-N-Out. Whataburger. I've had it like 3 or 4 times before. I had it a couple times when it was in like in Murfreesboro. I drove there to go get it. The burger is bland. It's just this weird, like even with like all the toppings and everything, like the mustard, the ketchup, whatever you get on your burger, it's just not that great of a burger. If you were to ask me to go to a Whataburger or an In-N-Out, which one I would prefer to go, I would 150,000% say In-N-Out burger. Whataburger is overrated. I would not go there for the wait. I have to.
Wait, is it 2024 or 2026 when it's coming?
It's 2026.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand why you plan like 3 years ahead. That makes no sense to me.
Because I think they're putting like an office in the
They
east.
are.
So like they have to get the office in there, and then because they want to expand east of the Mississippi, so like they want to.
Which I think that's good because In-N-Out's going to take the realm of Five Guys because you ain't catch me at Five Guys, dog.
Five Guys
I go there and
is
get a burger,
gross,
fries,
dude.
and a drink, and that shit is like $17.
Bro, it's worth every penny.
It's great, but damn, I ain't spending
it's
that much.
worth
on
it's
one meal
worth
for
the
me.
penny, but I'm not going to pay the penny.
Right, yeah. I treat myself like twice a year to Five Guys.
Yeah, it's a one-off
But
thing.
In-N-Out is cheap for what? It's a cheap burger, and it's a good burger with how cheap it is.
Thanks to Eric, we can all almost afford Five Guys. Just no fries.
Facts.
We can only get a burger a piece, but
We ain't paying no bills this month, but damn, we get Five Guys.
I just realized I have a $25
Hey,
charge.
let me get a cup of
Oh, dude,
fries
you should
that's
use that.
overfilling in the
I'm going
bag.
to.
I get a
First-
greasy ass like brown bag, and it's just all
Dude.
fries.
I
Peanuts,
do,
my complimentary peanuts.
I dump my peanuts in the bag and then I leave. Like I go home.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I miss at Logan's when you just threw the peanut shells all over the floor.
That's
Oh, I
Texas
love-
Roadhouse, pal.
No, Logan's
Those-
did that too.
those
Oh,
do
did
that
they?
too.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then they had to stop because it was like a health hazard.
Dude, yeah, it absolutely disgusting in retrospect. Like you're just walking through peanuts, and I guess that was before everybody got allergic to peanuts. I don't know.
No, it was before COVID. After COVID, they just changed everything, and then they were like, "Oh wait, people probably have peanut allergies too,"
No,
So
they changed that way before COVID.
No, they still had peanuts before COVID.
No, I mean I know, but like I'm saying, like throwing it on the floor.
Oh yeah,
Sup, Eric? Thanks for stopping by.
but yeah. Is
Got
it, is
two
it
Erics in here.
is it time?
Or Eric. Is that Eric?
Oh, is Parv tired? Is Parv
No, that's
sleepy?
Eric.
Parv sleepy. Parv wants to go bed.
I guess it probably is about that time for us to go on and wrap it up. We've had a good episode. We've hit some really great points. We had some incredible donations. Thanks again to Eric and Callista. Biggest
you.
donation episode we've ever had, which is a really cool way to kind of. I feel like this is the technical like start to the season for us of like getting away from the random streams on Monday. Even though it's Thursday, we were gonna go live on Monday, but there was no sense in us going live the same time as the championship game.
We probably should have though.
You probably should have, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we could have gone live for sure because I feel like half of the nation turned it off at halftime. But
I
yeah,
did.
no,
I was
thanks
hoping
for
no.
everybody coming out. We had a few technical difficulties, but we recovered very well. All the viewers came back, which was sick. Real quick, I want to talk about a few things before we run away. LTC Media. So it's pretty much the Left Turn Cult in media form. So we have a few different new shows under us. We have Gamers Do Sports, which is a podcast of a group of friends who played video games together, love sports, came together and made a podcast out of that. You could actually find me over there on that show as well. I'm kind of like a host / producer on that. We have the Game Night podcast. With that, it's kind of the same thing. You got a group of longtime friends, love sports, came together and started talking about that. And then we also have the boy Chrome Prodigy doing the streaming thing. He streams video games and he's really funny. He's a really good guy. So make sure you check out all of those people. That's Gamers Do Sports on Twitter, at Gamers Do Sports. And then you got at Game Night Podcast. And then you have at Prodigy_man for Chrome Prodigy. All of those, you can find them on Twitter. Easy way to do it, though. You can go to www.leftturncult.com, and then you can find the LTC brand section. You can roll through, and I have a bio up for everybody, too, so you can meet everybody who is on the new shows, and it will take you to their... Wow.
Dog, hey, scroll back down.
Wow.
Hey, Cheddars.
Damn. Who that? Who that be?
Wow. Hey, wait,
Be that
Parv,
boy.
there's an Easter egg on the website. Click the LTC logo on that page.
Okay.
No, now go back to the thing you're on.
Okay.
Look at the bios of us.
Oh, this?
Yeah, now click it. It takes you to the link tree. Oh my god, that's insane. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and the LTC site.
Hey,
If you're
give me
not-
to enough likes, we'll start an OnlyFans in there for Haley Daddy.
Haley Daddy OnlyFans coming in. If you want to join in the Discord and kind of have a way where we all just talk throughout the week about literally everything, there's a room for just about every topic at this point, I believe. We even have a true crime section now. Me, Dalton, and Amanda kind of run it over there just talking
Dude,
about...
we have been on it the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And
so
soon-
if you're
soon
into
we'll
true
drop a-
crime, come slide in. Parv,
I'm gonna drop it here. Give me a
Sir.
98 Riley Hurts
it's already there.
Discord. Is it?
Yeah.
Soon we'll
No,
drop a
I'm
movie
starting now.
Discord chat.
I want to say one thing
Yeah,
about the
Herbie.
Discord real quick. So, I plan on finally releasing the Ratty Reaction Season 2 schedule tomorrow around 8 o'clock Central Time into Discord first.
Ooh.
If you're in the Discord, you will see the schedule first before Twitter. So, if you want to see the schedule a lot earlier, make sure you join the Discord right now. You'll get to see it, and I'll probably post it on Twitter around late afternoon after I get off work, something like that. But all the Discord members, you get to see my schedule first tomorrow. So get ready for it.
Cody, what were you saying before me?
Oh, everybody name your favorite chat room in the Discord. Parv, you go first.
I mean,
You don't even
obvious-
post in it, so you can't even say that one. Eric posts in the Parv Gang Discord room more than you do.
My favorite, the ones that we have right now. I like music suggestions.
That's a solid one.
I want a movie chat so we can like write our movie reviews of like a movie we saw.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I
That
went and
one.
watched Megan the other day.
How is it?
That would be.
I'm going to see
that
it
would be-
tomorrow.
Okay. I was weirded
No
out.
spoilers. Give me 1 through 10.
4.
Really?
What?
Dude, people, critically,
imagine-
everybody loves it.
Imagine this movie very similar to the Child's Play remake with Mark Hamill.
Okay.
It's
honestly,
I don't know. I watched it. It was good, but you can tell they definitely pulled a lot of the stuff out because they made it PG-13. It's not rated R. So a lot of the things, there's certain scenes that happen in it, and you're like, oh, that's supposed to go a little bit further, but it doesn't. So I'm fully expecting when it hits streaming platforms, it's going to be rated
have an
R. or it's like
unrated
the
version.
director's cut, yeah. So you get to see more. It'll make me like the movie more, but what I watched off it, it's very satire, very humorous. I don't know, it's something, it's cool. I need to rewatch it. That's my thing.
So what's your favorite room in the Discord?
Shout out my boy ETSU in Purdue. I like to fuck with him. Anything that's in college sports, anything college football or college basketball, I like to fuck with that guy.
Dude, there's always a battle going on all the time.
We need one when it comes time. I need college baseball. So
yeah.
when
I'll get
college
one of
baseball
those.
comes around, I'm gonna start hitting in that pretty hard too. So anything college wise, I like to get in that and just kind of poke fun.
Hey yo. That we do. Dalton, what is your favorite room in the Discord?
It was just a general chat at first, but now it is definitely the true crime. Okay, and by the way, Cody, thank you for putting that up. So, this whole offseason, I've been in a whole true crime phase. I've been looking up like a lot of like different stories, and then we had the Idaho 4 happen. Which, first of all, thoughts and prayers to all the victims' families out there. It's just a horrible situation that happened, man. It's just you never want to see that, but I've been paying attention to it ever since day one, because I was furious that they couldn't find the guy, they couldn't find the killer, and then I remember this, the day like they finally made an arrest, like Cody and I were all about it, because we just got done talking about it, like a couple days before, and then he texted me and said, dude, I was just watching like a 30-minute video on it, and I just saw your Facebook post about an arrest that has been made. And then that day, you, me, and Amanda were all over that, and we still are to this day.
Yeah,
and
we need a Dalton and Amanda true crime podcast where you guys are just shredding it through it.
Yes, make it happen. Yes, I'm down.
I would love to see, like, Dalton just getting ridiculously excited over some gruesome murder, and people are like, "My God, this guy is actually a sociopath."
Like, it's fun. Like, we don't talk about just that. I mean, there's a lot of crime episodes that we've been talking about. Like,
oh yeah, we've covered a lot. There's a lot of different ones.
I'm very excited for the Delphi murder trial coming this March, because I've been paying attention to that for like a whole year. I never heard about it until I found it on a podcast somewhere. I was listening to Forensic Files on Spotify, and they had a commercial for it, and I thought, okay, I'll check this out, see what it is. And the story was very, very sad, but it made me so mad because they had a picture of the guy, they had audio, and for almost 6 years, they never caught him.
And what, he lived right up the road.
He was hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
Living or working at a CVS.
Yeah.
It's
like, crazy.
Dude,
like, as much news, like mainstream news as that got, that somebody didn't see that guy and they're like, Joshua, if you love NASCAR diecasts and sports and you're not in the Discord,
we do have a diecast, yep.
Yeah, Junior's always showing off his diecasts in there.
Junior and his indispensable money. That guy's
I know,
fucking,
that guy was loaded, yeah.
That guy left Bristol. My fucking Kia is packed up in the back seat to where it's like, I hit a brake and I'm afraid a car's going to go flying up front. It's just like, damn, dude.
This is a tough one. I don't know where I spend the most time in the Discord because I kind of just bounce around room to room to room. I really do like the music suggestion one a lot. Overall, though, I think I like the general the most. The general is where I kind of hang out the most. Doesn't matter which room I go in. Every time I open up Discord, I see that I've been mentioned somewhere, and it's just somebody like shitting on me in some form. Like somebody is roasting me in some way. So I'm like, okay. So I like the general because I feel like that's where I'm safe. But if you're not in the Discord, make sure you could go through our socials and find it that way. The link tree, like I said, you could go to the website, www.leftturncolt.com. And when you click the menu button, there's actually a little tab there that says join the Discord. You click that and it's a Discord invite. So join the Discord if you want to. I suggest you do. But without further ado, I guess this is where we sign off. Love you too, Eric. Thank you again for the dono. That was huge, exciting. History was made tonight on the LTC. The only way to go out is a way that we haven't gone out in quite some time, boys.
Oh God, no! I'm not ready for this. Listen, you know after the last time I did this, after the last time I did this, I sucked. I can't think of a thing, Let's see, I should pass.
69 Mega joined today for $8. Get used to seeing this, by the way. I'm going to be doing this a lot this year.
69 Mega, where me and a DILF can get at it.
Alright. 69 Mega, where Legacy Motor Club is here.
69mega.com, where you can always get 69 megas at r.com. Thank you.
$69 Mega, where you can do the Salvo Cano dance all night long.
Are you tired of NASCAR Ignition 21 putting you through agonizing misery? Well, download the 69mega.com DLC to improve your game's quality.
69 Mega, where you can see Haley Daddy just get freaking wild.
Are you wanting 10-minute long videos on your phone to be posted on the Left Turn Cult? Then join 69mega.com.
Love you guys. What the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing here? $69 Mega.
Whoa. We are not tolerating.
Whoa.
We are not tolerating red abuse here, pal. You go pick him up.
That's my ex. That's my ex.
Y'all broke up. All right.
Yep.
No, but for real, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for all the donos. We'll see you Monday. Tomorrow, real quick, actually, now that it's on my mind, me and Joey are running LTC Incorporated in the Ancient World Gaming Race No Limit Racing Series. Tomorrow, I finished third last Friday at Daytona. He finished second. It was an incredible race, 100 laps at Daytona. Tomorrow night, we are running at Richmond. So, I think they're streaming it from the Ancient World Gaming Twitch account. They do like a whole broadcast and everything. It's pretty sick. So I'll tweet out the link when all that happens. But tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, NASCAR Heat 5, I'm running at Richmond. Godspeed. Thanks, everybody, for coming. We love you all. LTC is
Bye.
Audi.